Hello there. My name is Larry Wilson. I'm an Xjw Witness. I've been out for several years. I just wanted to comment on a scripture that a lot of people, I think, get confused. It's the one that says that, where Jesus says that nobody knows the day or hour that he would arrive. But he didn't say day or hour, he said day and hour. Uh, if we take that very specifically and very literally, he's really saying that nobody knows the hour of his return. We might figure out what day he's going to return, but we have to stay awake because we have to understand what hour he's going to return. In another scripture, he says, stay awake because you don't know what watch of the day he's going to come, whether it's going to be late, which means from 6 to 9, where there's going to be the midnight watch, which is from 9 to 12, where there's going to be cock crowing, which is from midnight to 3 a.m., or the early morning watch, which is from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. So again, he's emphasizing, look, watch out, you don't know the exact hour he's going to come. But apparently you know what day to watch for him to arrive on, you just don't know the hour, if we take this literally. So if it happens that the Bible, by various prophecies, points to the actual year and the actual day of Christ's return, it does not contradict what he's saying. Only if you give the hour of his return would you contradict what he's saying. So he's saying, we know what day he's going to arrive, but do you know the hour he's going to arrive? And so this might be a twist on words that was intended to throw people off so that they're not bothered with the prophecies that show us the exact year and exact day, apparently, of his return. Now, Jehovah's Witnesses have pointed out that the Annunciation to Mary happened on December 25th. That's when the Spirit of Christ became flesh. So December 25th would be a parallel day that we would expect him to return on December 25th, when he returned, since he came here first around December 25th. So that is one implication of the day Christ would arrive. That still doesn't give us the hour. But three prophecies, including the 7 times prophecy, tells us the year Christ will return. Jehovah's Witnesses know Christ will return 2,520 years from the fall of Jerusalem, the removal of a earthly representative of God's kingdom on the earth. When Christ returns, he becomes the earthly representative of God's kingdom on the earth and ends that period of 2,520 years. So essentially, since that happened the same year that Jerusalem fell, they calculate from the time of Jerusalem's fall to the second coming a period of 2,520 years. They misdate Jerusalem's fall to 607 BCE, and they end up with 1914, the wrong date for the second coming, because it's the wrong date for the fall of Jerusalem. But 2 other prophecies also tell us exactly the year of the second coming. One is the 1,335 days prophecy, which adds 45 years to the end of 1,290 days. And the other is the 70 weeks prophecy. The 70 weeks prophecy is a complex prophecy. It talks about Jesus Christ fulfilling the 70th week at the first coming, which was 29 to 36 CE, and he fulfills the first half of that 70th week. And then in the future, he fulfills the 70th week again by fulfilling the second half of the 70th week. And so by those prophecies, we know exactly what year Jesus Christ would return. And if we apply the Annunciation Day of December 25th, we also know the day that Jesus Christ would arrive, in some year on December 25th. So we just have to determine what year Jesus Christ was supposed to arrive, and we'll know that he arrived on December 25th of that year. The trick is you have to coordinate all 3 of these prophecies to point to the same year. And that's been done. And since that's been done, and now that we know exactly what day Christ arrived on December 25th, exactly what year, his words about not knowing the day and the hour, but essentially as a play on words, because We know the day that Christ arrived, but we do not know the hour. We were supposed to be awake to know what hour he was supposed to arrive, but we still don't know the hour. But we do know the day. So I'll go over those. If you want, those prophecies are very specific. The 2,520 years from the fall of Jerusalem are counted from the actual year for the fall of Jerusalem, which was in 529 BCE. If you date the first of Cyrus to 455 BCE, which begins the 70 weeks prophecy, then and you add 70 years, you go back to 525 BCE. You back up 4 more years to year 19. The last deportation was in year 23. 4 years back is 529, and then we apply the 2,520 years to 529, and you get 1992. The Balfour Declaration happened in 1917, which many believe marked off the 1,260 days. 30 years later, in 1947, marked the 1,290 days. And if you add 45 years to 1947, you get 1992. Likewise, the 70 weeks prophecy, if you calculate down 70 weeks from 36 CE, 4 times 490 is 1960, plus 36 is 1996, you see that the 70 weeks ends in 1996. And there was a 70th week from 1989 to 1996. Christ comes to fulfill the middle of the 70th week at the second coming. He ends the Lord's Supper by ending gifts and sacrifice in the middle of the week. So he appears in the middle of the week the second time, at the beginning of the week the first time, in which case he would have to have arrived sometime before Passover of 1993, therefore sometime after Passover of 1992, but prior to Passover of 1993. So all 3 prophecies point to 1992, and if we consider it logical that he would appear at the beginning of the so-called birth of the sun on the 25th of December, he should have arrived on December 25th, 1992, which does not contradict that people would not know the day and hour. It doesn't contradict knowing the day and hour, because we know the day, we just don't know the hour. So people who think that Jesus meant that the date of Christ's return is not, anywhere in the Bible are not really following the scriptures. So just wanted to post that out there. This is my first video. Obviously, I don't know how to use a phone. So thank you very much, and hope to post another video one day. Thank you. Bye.